If you've been following golf for a while now, there's no way you haven't heard of Lexi Thompson. With a whopping net worth of approximately $7 million, this golf girl really knows how to play and get the bank. In case you haven't heard about her, then she was the youngest ever golfer to play in the US Women's Open. In fact, she was just a 12-year-old girl at the time. In this video, we're walking you through Lexi's early career and every penny she's earned through the years. Hang on, it's gonna be a fun ride. First up, let's look at Lexi's early life and where her love for golf really came from. Even though we know her as Lexi, her real name is ALEXIS Noel Thompson. She's a 26-year-old American professional golfer with many awards to her name. If you want us to name a few, then she's the youngest ever golfer to win an LPGA tournament. Also, she's currently standing at number 12 in the official World Golf Rankings. So why exactly did this little girl choose golf over everything else? Well, Lexi was born on February 10, 1995 in Coral Springs, Florida. She has two older brothers, Nicholas and Curtis Thompson. Do those names sound familiar? Yep, we've all heard of her brothers because they're both professional golfers as well. The sport basically runs in the family, and all three siblings are incredibly talented. Lexi's love for golf started at a young age, and her parents decided to let her focus on the sport instead of sending her off to school every day. But don't worry, she was homeschooled and then went on to complete her graduation back in 2012. But way before that, Lexi was already playing golf like it was her true calling. In 2007, she won the ALDILA Junior Classic and became the second youngest golfer to win at the American Junior Golf Association. After that, she became the youngest winner in the Junior PGA Championship after her victory at Westfield. Later, in 2008, she qualified for the US Women's Open. Unfortunately, she couldn't make the cut back then, but she came back even stronger in 2009, where she made the cut and played professional golf for the first time. She was also at the Women's Australian Open in 2010 when she finished T16 despite being the youngest one there. After that, brand endorsements just started raining on her. By the time Lexi started playing professional golf in 2010, she had already signed sponsorship deals with huge brands like Red Bull and Cobra Puma Golf. Thanks to her great sponsors, she was able to make her way through the tournaments with exemptions. Lexi's first official golf paycheck came at the US Women's Open in 2010, where she finished in 10th place, just 9 shots behind the winner, Paula Creamer. And while most of us would think that these starting paychecks are low, Lexi's was a whopping $72,000. Just 2 weeks after that, Lexi bagged yet another paycheck when she finished second at the Evian Masters. This time, it was worth $250,000. At that point, Lexi was a 15-year-old with an incredibly promising future in golf. Still, she wasn't part of the LPGA Tour yet and was just relying on her sponsors' exemptions to get her into the tournaments where she wanted to play. But according to our calculations, if she was a member of the LPGA, she would have been number 18 on the LPGA money list, and that's only after playing 3 events. 2010 was starting out to be a good year for Lexi, but then she missed the cut at the CN Canadian Women's Open. In 2011, she tried using her sponsor exemptions to compete in 12 LPGA tournaments, but her petition was denied. Still, she ended up competing in her first LPGA tournament that year, the Avnet Classic. So, what are Lexi's total career earnings? If you thought golf isn't a profitable career, then we're about to prove you wrong. Lexi's total career earnings are about $13.6 million. In fact, her most profitable year was just last year in 2022, where she played 18 events and bagged about $2 million. Apart from consistently earning $1.2 million every year on the green, Lexi also gets more money from sponsors. In fact, she makes approximately $2 million every year just from her huge sponsorships. At the moment, Lexi has brand sponsorships from some huge names, including Rolex, iCapital, Cobra, and the luxury car brand Bentley. Now, what is she spending all that money on? Lexi likes keeping her life private, but it's pretty obvious that she loves spending money on luxury cars. When she joined fellow golfer Bryson DeChambeau as a Bentley ambassador, she got a brand new 2021 Bentley Bentayga SUV all for herself. The car costs about $180,000, and that's just the base price we're talking about. The Bentayga might be the most expensive car that Lexi owns, but there's many more in her fleet. In fact, she seems to spend her money on cars that are less dramatic in looks, but super respected in the car enthusiast community. In 2017, Lexi treated herself by buying a black 2018 Nissan GT-R. This huge purchase came after she won the LPGA Vare and the CME Globe, both of which got her a huge $1 million bonus. Now, we don't know the exact price for her Nissan GTR, but it costs somewhere between $100,000 and $175,000. And of course, it's the fastest car in Lexi's garage. If the golf girl feels like off-roading, then she has another car just for that purpose. It's the Jeep Wrangler Rubicon 392, which starts at the price of $80,000. If you think that's a lot, then you'll be even more surprised to hear that Lexi's Wrangler was customized for her by a luxury auto shop, which means the pro golfer didn't mind spending a few extra thousand on her car. Other than her love for golf and luxury cars, Lexi also loves spending time with family. But when you're a professional golfer who's constantly traveling, that can become a little difficult. To be closer to her family, Lexi recently purchased a house in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. According to her mother, Lexi loves being near her brothers, who are her biggest cheerleaders and biggest critics at the same time. If all that wasn't enough, she went ahead and founded her own company too. As the girl who took her first swing of a golf club at the age of 5, Lexi has made a whole career out of defying expectations. Whether it's on the golf course or otherwise, her dedication and commitment to excellence is what brought her this far. Keeping up with that go-getter mindset, the professional golfer founded her own brand called Lexi. For starters, she owns Lexi Skin, which is a skincare brand dedicated towards creating cruelty-free products for all skin types. In fact, her brand uses micro-encapsulated copper peptide technology, which was a huge breakthrough in the skincare industry. Lexi Skin has a full range of 7 targeted formulas for women who work hard and deserve the kind of products that work even harder to restore healthy and radiant skin. Her entire brand celebrates confidence, beauty, and the potential of each and every woman. And hey, she even has another brand up and coming. Since Lexi has always been into fitness and some totally brutal workout routines, this new brand is called Lexi Fitness. It's safe to say that we're expecting to see some rocking fitness apparel inspired by the golf girl's own fashion sense. At this point, Lexi's quite the role model for young women. In a recent interview, the pro golfer said she considers herself a role model just because a lot of people tell her that she is. And of course, it's true. Many young women look up to female athletes like Lexi to seek inspiration and guidance. In fact, Lexi even said in an interview that she believes that she has a responsibility as an athlete to leave the sport better than when she started. Even when she's not on the greens, Lexi knows how to take care of herself and improve her mental health. One way that she did this was by volunteering at a local dog shelter, where she also ended up getting a cute little puppy for herself. And before we go, we need to tell you about her charity too. Since golf made little Lexi Thompson a millionaire in no time, she's paying back to society by supporting many charitable causes. In fact, she has her own charitable partnership with the SEAL Legacy Foundation called the Lexi Legacy Challenge. Here, she goes skydiving and parachuting with Navy SEALs and supports a number of SEAL families. You'll always see her wearing blue camouflage on Sundays to show her support. Lexi has also been a longtime supporter for women with breast cancer since her own mother fought the illness a few years ago. On her Saturday tournaments, you'll see her wearing pink and occasionally sporting the breast cancer ribbon as well. And that's a wrap for this video. What do you think about Lexi's golf career? Does she have a super luxurious lifestyle in your opinion? Tell us all about it in the comments section below. Before you head out, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more awesome golf news and updates like these. See you guys in the next one.